know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing.
The bets were placed through online sports books and also in person at casinos. The defendants relied on a network of straw bettors to place the maximum amount of bets to increase their potential profits.
The feds have just cracked open something far bigger than anyone could have imagined. We're talking NBA stars, coaches, and mafia-run poker rings, all tangled in a federal gambling sting that's been secretly unfolding for years. And now, it's all coming to light. 4 teams were hit especially hard: the Lakers, the Raptors, the Hornets, and the Trailblazers.
Charlotte Hornets, the Portland Trailblazers, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Toronto Rangers. Each defendant in the NBA basketball gambling case has been charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering.
Federal agents say insider info from those locker rooms was flipped into millions through illegal bets. But here's where it gets wild. Multiple arrests dropped the same morning. And some of the names whispered behind the scenes? Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards. They're not charged yet, but the receipts the feds just dropped make their situations look real messy. By the end of this story, you'll see why social media is connecting KD's FanDuel deal and Anthony Edwards' mysterious injury to the same FBI case that just took down Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups. It all started with one anonymous IRS tip back in 2023, right after Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier got hit with an $8 million tax lien. That same year, Rozier supposedly underperformed in a March matchup versus Milwaukee. He played just 9 minutes before walking off with what's now believed to have been a fake injury. Later, his close friend De Roller allegedly flipped that info to bettors for $100,000. The DOJ indictment even claims Rozier personally paid for the...
Good morning. Today we are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Casa Nostra.
Trip to Philadelphia to collect the cash. And that's when prosecutors realized this wasn't just one crooked player. This was organized crime, a full-blown network tied to the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese families. The feds called it Operation Royal Flush. And what they found was straight out of a Scorsese film: rigged poker tables, X-ray cards, mob accountants, and NBA insiders laundering millions through digital wallets. But the biggest twist? One of the mob's main hideouts was a $17 million Manhattan townhouse, 80 Washington Place, the same mansion Travis Scott once rented while he was with Kylie Jenner. After Travis moved out, the house allegedly became a secret hub for NBA veterans and mobsters to host underground poker nights. They used marked cards, under-table cameras, and rigged shufflers, and players were scammed out of millions. 2 former NBA players allegedly helped bring in high-rolling guests who were
players to score less, rebound less, assist less, using information that was not yet public. In some instances, players altered their performance or took themselves out of games to make sure that those bets paid out.
Targets. When a rival mob crew tried to host a competing game across town, a gunfight broke out. Tables flipped, shots fired. It was chaos. That was the night the FBI realized NBA locker rooms were being
such as
compromised.
Chauncey Billups, Damon
Weeks
Jones,
later, agents
and
caught
Terry Rozier were
Rozier,
taken into
Billups,
custody
and former
today.
Cavs coach
Former
Damon
current
Jones
NBA players
moving
and coaches.
insider information between gamblers. At a national press conference, Director Patel dropped the bombshell. Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today as part of an illegal gambling and sports wagering operation that spanned several years. 30-plus arrests across 11 states. Charges: wire fraud, money laundering, conspiracy. Billups is now under investigation for laundering poker profits through real estate shell companies. Damon Jones, LeBron's longtime friend, is accused of leaking injury info that changed the outcomes of betting lines. And Jones's phone, feds found something damning: real-time injury leaks. On February 9th, 2023, Jones allegedly texted a partner, "Get a big bet on Milwaukee tonight before the info's out." He already knew LeBron James was sitting out that game. The Lakers lost, and the insiders pocketed hundreds of thousands of dollars off that private intel. Fans were stunned. Could LeBron's own inner circle really be tied to mob bets? It didn't help that the FanDuel data log showed massive bets placed seconds before injury reports hit social media. Then things got even messier. One of the names in those same FanDuel logs, Kevin Durant. Back in 2024, KD had gone viral for arguing with gamblers online. He tweeted, "When y'all win, you don't DM me. When y'all lose, I'm every name in the book." At the time, it just seemed like typical KD behavior. But now, the feds are looking at the timing. That tweet dropped just days after Rozier's fake injury game and right before KD began publicly promoting his FanDuel picks. Investigators don't think Durant fixed games, but they're exploring whether he unknowingly amplified a market that the mob was manipulating. Every time KD tweeted, FanDuel's numbers spiked, and insiders allegedly used that chaos to move money under the radar. Some fans even dug up footage of KD signaling toward courtside seats mid-game.
This shit real. Look at this shit. You just gave him a signal. He's like, nah, I can't even do it. Nah, you got to. Can't even do it.
Claiming he was sending codes to bettors in the stands. And then there's Anthony Edwards. This man's been in headlines all season, not for points, but for fines. Over $370,000 in penalties for profanity, on-court outbursts, and unsportsmanlike conduct. But it was opening night that changed everything. Edwards limped off the court just 3 minutes in against the Pacers and never returned. Millions lost money on his over props that night, and hashtag sabotaged bets trended on X within hours. Behind the scenes, the FBI quietly subpoenaed FanDuel and DraftKings for the betting data tied to that exact game. Video footage even shows Edwards touching his hamstring and winking at courtside seats. Could have been nothing, or a signal, just like the Rozier case. Investigators haven't named him yet, but his name's listed under games of interest in the DOJ report. Meanwhile, the NBA is in full-blown crisis mode. Commissioner Adam Silver says the league is fully cooperating with federal investigators. Teams have been ordered to lock down training staff, injury reports, and group texts. Players like KD and LeBron are reportedly lawyering up behind the scenes. The FBI says this case is bigger than the 2007 Tim Donaghy scandal because it's not just referees, it's players, coaches, agents, and the mob. They're calling it the largest sports rigging investigation since the 1919 Black Sox scandal. But it doesn't stop there. When agents raided that Greenwich Village townhouse at 80 Washington Place, they didn't just find poker chips. They found ledgers full of initials: CB, DJ, TR, and KG. Prosecutors believe those stood for Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, Terry Rozier, and Kevin Garnett. Yep, even KG's name popped up. The documents claim he attended multiple private poker nights with mob-connected promoters. That same mansion, once a celebrity hangout, had been turned into a high-stakes casino with rigged cards, hidden cameras, and technology first seized from a Gambino front in 2019. Every game played there allegedly helped launder betting profits from NBA insiders. The fallout? Massive. Durant's FanDuel partnership is now being re-examined by the NBA's ethics office. Lawmakers in Washington are demanding testimony from Commissioner Silver and former DOJ prosecutors. And if this hearing goes public, the names dropped could destroy careers. Leaked witness notes mention rappers, producers, and sports execs attending those games. Even a Rock Nation talent agency was allegedly present, putting Jay-Z's agency dangerously close to a federal gambling probe. No sign of Hove himself being involved, but the optics, terrible. And now, paranoia is spreading through the league. Players are scared to even limp on the court, afraid fans will clip it and tag the FBI. A team source told reporters, "We're scared to even get injured. Every missed shot, every tweak, people think it's fixed." The trust between fans and athletes is cracking because now every missed free throw, every fake injury, every deleted tweet looks like a clue. Here's what we know for sure. The FBI has traced over $42 million in crypto and shell accounts tied to NBA insiders between 2019 and 2024. At least 4 teams are under review, and multiple mob families are now facing RICO indictments linked directly to NBA operations. And the FBI says more names are coming. If those names include current All-Stars or front office execs, this could mark the end of the NBA's integrity era. So yeah, keep your notifications on, because this story, it's only getting darker.